Our sponsors: The Finkley Experience, an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education, in which prepares high school students for college. For more information, visit their website at thefinkleyexperience.com. Father to Father Incorporated, a nonprofit organization that strengthens families through father engagement, with a goal to help men in our communities to be great dads. For more information, visit their website, fathertofatherinc.org. Ablaze Entertainment. The goal of Ablaze is to take emerging artists and develop them to the next level of their career. For more information, visit their website at ablazeentertainment.net. Thank you. On the next Michael Finkley, it's a Finkley thing. Television, commercial, and stage actor Nyles Finklee is with us as he tells us about his experience in this amazing industry and future projects. Next Finkley. Hello everybody, welcome to the Michael Finkley Show. Thanks for joining us today. Now y'all, you see I'm wearing our merch, right? We've been hyping it up for the longest. Y'all, we have shirts, we have hats, we have mugs, we have autographed photos, and so much more. So check us out, michaelfinkleyshow.com. Get your merch today, y'all. It's going fast, it really is. I have to do orders and on top of orders frequently, so definitely check us out, get your merch, and support it for us. And also too, when you get it, take a picture of it, put it on your social media, and hashtag us in the post at hashtag Michael Finkley Show. So get your stuff before it go out. Come on, get your stuff. I promise you, this is some good stuff. Y'all, every morning I wake up with an expectation, right? I wake up and I pray and I say, God, I'm expecting this, I'm expecting that. Right, and I've learned, and my best friend says this a lot. Your words are listening. I think about, the ladder, right? Always thinking about the ladder, because God promised us a greater ladder in His Word. And so once we speak those things, then we believe when we speak, y'all, things will happen. And this is why we celebrate season 5 and saying this is our biggest dream come true, because it is. Now I have to dream a bigger dream. And that's the most exciting part. I'm living in my dream. This is part of my purpose in life, right? So, Think Fam, I need to hear from you. When you wake up, do you have an expectation of the day? Do you have, it's going to be a great day, right? Things are going to happen my way, right? Things are going to happen God's way. So what is your expectation of the day? Leave comments below. Let's have a conversation. I want to hear from you. And I promise you, I'll message you back. I'll write back, because I love chatting with you all. I really, really do. But expectations are great. Then our guest today had an expectation for his life and still does. And he's living into his dream. He is, of course, stage, television, and commercial actor. He is Nyles Finklee. Yes, I said Finkley. Yeah, and you'll hear in the interview, how we became to be and knowing one another. But y'all, definitely watch this interview, because it will inspire you, because it definitely inspired me. Fink Fam, don't you dare go away. Back in a moment. Coming up, we have Nyles Finklee with us. Don't you go away.
Louisiana girl Denise Boutte coming at you on the Michael Finkley Show. And you guys may know me from Why Did I Get Married as the really sweet girl Trina, or maybe Meet the Browns as Sasha. But I'm coming at you guys from the great state of California, but originally from Louisiana, because you know I can't lose that Southern girl, baby. All right, you guys stay tuned to Michael Finkley.
On the next Michael Finkley, our sweet, sweet Valentine. From Discovery's 90-Day Fiancé, we have Valentine with us. He talks about his experience on the show, and also he talks wedding plans. Next Finkley. Hello everybody, it's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first-generation students. And also, we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first-generation population for easy transition from high school to college.
So if you're looking for a presenter or speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, y'all, my next guest, you may see that we have similar last names, so we'll get into that a little bit later. He is a classically trained professional TV, commercial, and stage actor. He is Nyles Finklee.
Hey, let me clap for myself. I am doing well, man. How are you? Thank you for having me here on the show. I appreciate it.
You are very welcome. You are very, very welcome. I have to tell the Think Fam how we became to be, because I ran across you on social media and I looked at your last name. I'm like, wait, the spelling kind of threw me off because you spell it a different way professionally. And so when I actually took the time out to really realize what it was, I'm like, wait, that's just Finkley. That's Finkley. And I began to see what you do and how you do it in your own special way. And I said, I need to have this brother on because he has a story. He definitely has a story to tell, and we have to have him on to talk about it. So thank you for saying yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesomeness.
We're here.
So, we're here, right? So music, your craft, your acting abilities, your gift. When do you discover your gift? What was that journey like for you?
Oh, man. It's interesting because when I was a child, all I really knew was corporate America. So when I was a kid, I always used to say, I just want to be a businessman. I want to be a lawyer when I grow up. So I went to undergrad with that in mind. But then somehow somebody invited me to like an improv show. And then the next thing you know, I'm doing an improv show. And that's when I got bit by the bug. Prior to that, I didn't even think that I really had acting abilities or really could do it. I was always into comedy and doing impersonations when I was younger. Started off with Bill Cosby, go figure. But, started there and pretty much I ended up majoring in drama, political science, and the rest is history. That's how I got introduced to acting.
And look at you today. Right?
Yes, sir.
Your craft, but your journey to get there was you took the long route, right? You took.
I did. Without revealing my young age. So when I graduated from undergrad, I went pretty much straight into corporate America. Didn't want to do it, but I realized that I needed to build a life for myself and do what was necessary. I always believe in. Sometimes you have to do what you want to do. Do what you have to do in order to do what you want to do. So I had to switch that around. So I put in my years. I put in a few years. Kind of bounced around. Then I went into consulting, made my money, and it was good money. So a lot of folks thought I was crazy for walking away and saying yes to my purpose and what God has put in me. But I realized, man, just being in the office, it just wasn't what I wanted to do. Aside from that, man, a lot of the times I was the only one of many. I was the only person of color. So that dealt with a lot of crazy, experiences, derogatory terms, being cursed at, being treated differently, intolerance, and the list goes on. And I felt like I was really forcing myself in this box, but not for myself. It was for the sake of others. It was for, I hate to say it, but, friends and folks around me who that's all they could see for me. But for me, I realized that God's plan for me was way bigger than what was in front of me. And I realized the more and more I tried to stay in it, the more and more resistance, the more and more bumps and bruises that I was, facing. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's time to finally listen and relinquish my power to God, because he knows best. So, I started inching my way out, moved out here to California just before the pandemic. And luckily, as soon as I moved here, within 3 months, I was signed with the agency. I've done a few TV commercials, bit roles on television, also got into hip hop, spoken word. That's going very well, very well. I'm also started my own company called Higher Level Entertainment Group. That's how I produce my own work and also help other artists produce and find funding for their work as well. So, man, we're just really just getting into, I would say, the precipice. Okay, that's the word choice right there. The precipice of what has been set in motion for me. I finally got to the point where I said, let me stop being hard-headed, and I said yes. And since I said yes, that's when things have really been starting to progress and move forward for me. This is the most fulfilled, lively, and vivacious I've ever been, in life. And it's because I'm doing what I was put here to do. Hallelujah.
Don't do that. See, sir, I will run to California and come back, sir. And that is the theme for our season, this season 5. My theme song says it best. This is my biggest dream come true. How does it finally feel to live in a dream that you've dreamt for so long?
Man, it's a beautiful feeling. Like I said, this is the first time in my life where I can say fulfilled. When I wake up, I'm just on fire to create, on fire to just continue to chisel away at my gifts and talents that have been bestowed upon me, by the creator himself, man. So I just wake up grateful, each and every day. I'm just ready to hit the road as soon as I wake up. And it was different from before, where I woke up and I tried to get about 10 more minutes of sleep before going to work because I didn't want to go to work. I had to drag myself out of the bed each and every day. So this is a dream come true, but the crazy part is I'm just getting started. So if this is where I'm at now, I cannot wait to see what God has for me next. I just have to be obedient, continue to listen, and be cognizant of, once again, and always be tapped into what he put inside me and continue to pull that out of myself, do that introspective work. But once again, listen. So that's where I'm at, in this phase of life, man. And like I said, it's a beautiful thing. This month, I'm moving to a home out here, and I'm doing it all by myself. Out here, my family's back East Coast, so yeah.
I gotcha. I get you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Continue to make yourself proud first, then others.
For sure.
Definitely. How did you talked about the success, what you've been up to, and the things that you have going on right now. How did you handle the no's, the maybes, we got you, but something happened and so we don't need you anymore? How did you handle these phases of your career?
Man, that is a never-ending journey. I always say that we as artists, entrepreneurs, are people who decide to go outside of the machine, outside of the box. The amount of rejection that we face on a daily basis is daunting. In a way, it can be unhealthy depending on how you learn to process it. Now, when I first started, it took a shot to my ego, and I remember this was years ago where I heard, don't let success go to your head, but don't let failure go to your heart. And I had to start to realign my whole perspective and mindset when it came to rejection. If anything, before I got discouraged, now I get invigorated because I know by each and every no that I get, if I continue to practice, if I continue to hone my craft and do it from a place of integrity and just passion and love, eventually that yes is going to come, and it's going to be a big yes. And it's going to make all the no's feel insignificant. You're going to forget about them because that yes is the yes that was created for you.
Ooh, can you say that one more time? Ooh.
That yes that you're going to get was created for you, and all the no's will feel insignificant. Okay, because that yes is going to be beautiful because that yes came with blood, tears, training, sweat, losing, learning, from lessons and so on. I feel like I've had a lot of ups and downs. I feel like that's just a part of, once again, going outside of the mold, going outside of the system. And I feel like throughout that whole process, I was just being chiseled, away, to in a particular image that I needed to, I guess, grasp and get to, which is, God was just continuing to chisel away at me. And, He was making me to be that individual and that vessel that I needed to be in order to have those things. I always say that I want to be a particular kind of person first before I receive all those glorious things, because I feel like if you don't have a hold of who you are in yourself and you're not in the right place internally, because I really believe in doing the introspective, internal, intrinsic work. I feel like if you ever get those things, you may squander them. You may not know what to do with them. And those flaws and parts of yourself that you haven't dealt with, that you haven't chosen a way at, that you haven't grown, those are the ones that may end up destroying what has been put in front of you that you've been working towards because of, once again, issues and flaws that you didn't deal with before. I always say it's not about when you get it. It's about who you are then and what you become, because what we become is just amplified. Yeah. If you understand what I'm saying.
I get it. And that's amazing, because I'm learning that through this process of my quote unquote second career choice. I'm learning that. And it's a part of your being now, right? It's definitely a part of your being. In this journey, what have you learned about yourself? Do you tend to learn something about yourself daily? What have you learned?
Love, go by sincerely yours. This hip hop artist since 9'6", hailing from Chicago, Oak Park. And you watching the Michael Finkley Show right now. Tune in. You get the feeling, give me rhythm for your heart's beating, arms reach, cross streets, baby, got back like the car.
Welcome to Father to Father.
The mission of Father to Father Charleston, South Carolina is to help fathers in the Low Country area of South Carolina to be a positive and consistent presence in their children's lives. Father to Father provides community-based programs and support groups for fathers free of charge. They also help fathers connect to other resources they need so they can meet their responsibilities and secure their parental rights. Father to Father offers job coaching and employment connections that benefit fathers. Father to Father is a resource for local organizations that want to provide family support and father-friendly services. If this program is a fit for you, visit our location in North Charleston, South Carolina, and meet our friendly staff here to help and assist. Or visit our website at fathertofatherinc.org.
Journey, what have you learned about yourself? Do you tend to learn something about yourself daily? What have you learned?
That's a good question. I ask myself all the time. I have learned that I am extremely resilient. I am learning things about myself that I didn't even know were there before. Like, who knew that when it came to music and what I'm doing now, I didn't even think I had the propensity, to do or even, grasp the things that I'm doing right now. So I'm learning to once again relinquish my power to God, the creator. And I'm realizing how powerful I am in that, because my power comes from God. So the more I dig into that, the more I continue to accept that, the bigger I become. And not in a way that's egotistical or full of pride. It's the bigger that I become because I have become a vessel for, and God is shining his light through me, through my talents and gifts. So I guess in saying that, I've learned how to put my pride and ego to the side. Because if you think of Greek mythology and a lot of the figures that we were reading about, a lot of the time, what was their tragic flaw? It was hubris, which is overwhelming pride. That teaches you not to listen and like you have everything figured out and you become hard-headed, existing in your own ego. And I realized that the knowledge and what we have around us is infinite. So therefore, you are going to learn more and more each and every day if you are, open to it. In saying that, I believe in being a life learner, a learner of life. So I realize each and every day, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, because there's something out there for you to take away and implement in your life that may enhance your life. And in enhancing your life, you can also share that with others.
passing it on. How are you paying it forward since you learned all these awesome things?
How am I paying it forward, man? What's interesting is this. I don't see myself as this, and probably because I've really been learning how to just chop away, at the ego and pride, especially when it comes to my artistry, because I believe that we do have to be responsible when it comes to our artistry. But recently, I have been receiving, a crazy amount of messages and, just people reaching out to me saying like, hey, man, you really inspire me. You are the reason why I even had the gumption and the audacity to say yes to that thing that I've been ignoring the whole time. Man, I am an open book when it comes to assisting others and providing insight and advice, because I know and have experienced what it takes to get here, where I'm at now. And I'm not even where I'm supposed to be or where God is going to take me. I'm like in that transitional phase, and things are going beautifully. But I realized that as long as we stay keen and stay tapped into the creator, you never know what you're doing. You never know the impact that you have on the world around us, because God is shining through you. So that's why when people come to me all the time saying like, man, I did this because of you, or you inspired me to do X, Y, and Z. For instance, my one friend, I've known him for years. He's always had this idea, this concept in his head to start his own app, and it's called Sound Connects. And he had been sitting on it for years. And I remember just telling him like, hey, man, you're going to really, despise the idea of you not going after that thing that's always been in your heart and your mind. Do it, do it, do it. And when I moved out here to California, he saw how much traction I was getting. So with that, I was also able to show him that it's possible. Sometimes you just have to make that leap. Sometimes you just have to jump. You may not know where you're going to end up, but I feel a lot of the times you're going to end up in a better place, because I always say people always focus on money and the tangible materialistic things. I focus on what could be garnered, not just spiritually, but what you could be tapping into that is unforeseen or that you didn't even know. And then when that arrives, it may take you to a direction that you didn't know before. People have a difficult time when it comes to change. But my thing is, and I see this a lot, especially with people who are stuck in their jobs, why continue to be comfortable being uncomfortable? That's the question. Why continue to be uncomfortable, And it just doesn't make sense, because a lot of times people will say like, well, I have X, Y, and Z, security, but it's not security 100%, because you're not secure within yourself. You're not happy. You're not fulfilled. And while we're here, we better squeeze the juice out of life. I feel like we're here for a lot more than just A plus B equals C. This is what we've been taught. This is what we've been learning. This is what Big Brother shows us, and so on. It's a lot deeper than that, So always tell people, tap into who you are as a person, your individuality, your uniqueness, but really tap into the heart and soul of who you are. Don't focus on the tangible things, the materialistic things, or anything like that. Focus on the experiences that can enhance and blow your life up. Don't focus on the money, focus on the purpose. And behind that purpose, then everything else falls in line.
That's one of my favorite scriptures. Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness. Then all these things shall be added unto you. So it's true.
Yes, sir.
It's definitely true. It's definitely true. I love it. We talked about dreams earlier, right? We talked about dreams. And like I said, that's a theme for my season 5. What does that next biggest dream look like for you, Nyles?
Okay. I love to break things down to the core. I know I've been talking a lot, but that just shows you how on fire I am right now. What does my next dream look like for me? My next dream is outside of myself. And when I say that, I mean, I really understand and have realized that I am not just here for myself. So when it comes to what I'm doing right now in my production company, I want to be able to provide opportunities for others, other artists. And, I guess you can go down the list when it comes to employment, but I want people to know that it's possible. Mm-hmm. And once again, it's not just possible because of you. You've been given those gifts, those talents, and all those things that have been bestowed upon you. You've been given those things by God. Use them. And once you are able to set yourself up and you get to a particular place, then everything outside you could be extended. I always say, like, even when you think about something as simple as a job is not just a job. A job does not just impact one person. It impacts the community around that person. It allows that person to put food on the table for other individuals and so on. So I will say, and the place that I want to get to is I want to have a larger impact on the world and on the community. And I feel like even at this point that I'm at now, I've been able to do that. So think about as I gain more steam, what I'm able to do then. My motto is make them feel, make them think, make them laugh. And by doing that, you hit on all the senses and stimuli that allows a person to be influenced, encouraged, and spark change.
I love it. Well said, Mr. Finkley. How can the Fink fam find you on social media?
All right. My name changes probably every week, but right now it is #_N_precise. Sharp and precise.
Okay.
And there we have it. Instagram.
Instagram. You heard it here.
Yep.
Nyles Finklee, everybody. Thank you for being with us, cuz.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, wait, Fink fam. Back in a moment.
Hello, my name is Zil, and I am a Christian music artist, and you are watching The Michael Finkley Show.
CTR Media Network was created for today's podcasters. We provide a safe haven for content creators that are everyday people doing extraordinary things. We have a system of positioning, monetization training, coaching, and support for our podcasters' success. CTR Media Network simply bridges that gap with a level playing field for your dreams to come true cost effectively. Our team provides a premium service and experience for our podcasters to grow. CTR Media Network provides access, support, resources, coaching, and community for our podcasters to win, if you put in the work. We believe that we are living in a unique time which requires you to share your message of hope with millions of people around the world. Remember that the world is never too saturated for you, your voice and message. A platform for positive impactful media where the content creators are in the driver's seat. Visit our website today by going to www.ctrmedianetwork.com.
On the next Michael Finkley.
Our sweet, sweet Valentine.
From Discovery's 90-Day Fiancé, we have Valentine with us.
He talks about his experience on the show, and also he talks wedding plans.
Next Finkley. Everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. I hope that you were informed and inspired by this interview. Thank you so much, Nyles, for living in your truth and being who you are as an individual. You're continuing to let your dreams come true. Much success to you, my friend. My dear family, my dear cousin, you're in here now. All right, you're definitely in here now. Thank you so much for being with us. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Michael Finkley Show. Ring that bell for notifications. We'll see you an email saying, hey, new content's available. Please listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And for more information about what we do, visit our website, michaelfinkleyshow.com. Of course, we're on U42 and also RokuTV as well, so check us out there as well. As always, Fink fam, thank you so much for watching. And guess what? We'll see you next time. Have a good one.